The bird has been let out of the cage, and Elon Musk now owns Twitter, and this video, I gotta say, I've been waiting to make for so long. You know, this original Twitter deal, it was apparently off for a little bit. Apparently Elon had pulled out of the deal or something like that, but it's October 28th, 2022, and Elon Musk is officially the owner of Twitter.com. Now, I believe he's only been the official owner of Twitter for about 24 or 48 hours, and there's already been some crazy changes that I've been seeing, and I mean crazy in a good way, make no mistake about it. And I want to talk about these changes, and I also want to talk about why I think Twitter has a decent chance of becoming a good platform again. Now, some people are going to hear me say again and then scratch their heads thinking, well, dude, when was Twitter ever good? Well, there was a time probably around 2017 or 2016 when Twitter genuinely had a lot of the elements of an open discourse, right? Like, ban waves weren't necessarily a thing. People weren't getting deplatformed to the same extent that they are now. Just the rules generally around what you could say and what you couldn't say were a lot more lenient, as in, like, you could say a lot more things without the risk of you getting silenced. And I think genuinely that a lot of those traits that Twitter used to have are going to be back on the platform, you know, really soon. Anyways, before we get into this video, we are on the road to 400,000 subscribers, where I will be doing my face reveals, so subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet already, and leave a like on this video if you support the content. And with that all being said, let's just get into it. So the first big decision that Elon Musk has made as the new owner of Twitter has been to fire some of the top executives at Twitter.com. Elon has probably fired a lot of different people, but there are three main people that he's fired that I believe are the most important. The first and most important decision was to fire the now former CEO of Twitter, Parag Agrawal, the now former CFO of Twitter, Ned Segal, I think that's how you say his name, and then the now former head of the legal policy and trust team, Vijaya Gade. I've likely butchered their names, but I honestly don't care, and I'm sure they don't either, because they have much bigger problems to deal with right now. Of course, that being that they are now unemployed officially. Now listen, nobody likes getting fired sucks, but these three people have single-handedly made Twitter a shithole, and I gotta say that I am nothing but ecstatic that they are no longer gonna be pulling the strings at Twitter. The former CEO was actually the guy who decided that it would be the right move to ban the sitting president, Donald Trump. Now, I don't think that you have to be a Trump supporter or like Trump even at all to agree with the fact that this decision was crazy. Like, banning the president of the United States is crazy. Like, imagine that for anybody else. Imagine George Washington banned from Twitter. Imagine, like, even Obama banned from Twitter. That's crazy, okay? And don't give me that bullshit like, oh, it's a private company, they can do whatever they want. Bro, suck my private company. I don't care, bro. I don't care. It's the president. The president kinda, I feel like, should have more power than the quote-unquote private companies. So I feel like that guy made some bad decisions for the company, and I am very glad to see him fired. Now, as for the other two people that were fired, those were basically this main guy's henchmen, you know what I'm saying? They were kind of like the Bowser Juniors to his Bowser type of situation, so I'm glad that they're gone too. I don't like them, just based on their association. So yeah, the Elon firing decisions have been awesome, and I'm glad to see them. Now, that's only the really beginning of what he's going to be doing with the platform. As we get into the second thing that he's doing, and this is without a doubt my favorite thing and decision that he's made, which is the fact that he will be reversing all lifetime suspensions on Twitter. Like, dude, are you kidding me? That is awesome. This essentially unbans people that were permanently banned from Twitter. Like, that's so sick. That's something that I never thought would be possible. Now, I'm just going to drop some names for some important figures that are going to be unbanned on Twitter that I think, you know, maybe you guys know about or care about. So starting off, obviously, we have Donald Trump. That's pretty much the most important one in my opinion. Then we have Leafy is here, who was banned on YouTube in 2020 and then later banned on Twitter that same year. Then he got his old Twitter account back, and that Twitter account was then banned. Next we have Sneeko. Now, Sneeko was recently banned on YouTube, which I think was absolutely ridiculous. Now, his YouTube ban came after his Twitter ban, so he was banned on Twitter first, and I don't know, I would just like to see him back on Twitter. Then we have Andrew Tate, who was basically just banned off of everything. You know, Tate was banned off YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. I think the dude was even banned from, like, Airbnb and Uber Eats or something like that. Like, how are you gonna ban a guy from Uber Eats? Like, that's kind of crazy to me. Now, those are just naming some of the biggest figures. There are obviously, like, I would say hundreds of thousands of niche Twitter accounts with, you know, maybe a couple thousand followers that have all been wrongfully banned or just banned in general, who are gonna get their chance to have their account back and reinstated. So that's just good news in my opinion. Now, the next decision that Elon has made, and this one's not really a decision, it's more of like a vision slash plan, which is that he really wants to start monetizing Twitter. He wants to make it so that the people on Twitter, like every other, you know, social media platform, have the chance to make money on the platform. Now, Elon's a businessman, so I trust that he would implement these monetization features well. You know, Twitter seems like something, in my opinion, that wouldn't be the easiest to implement monetization features into, but Elon obviously has a vision, and he's smarter than than me. Okay, so if anyone were to figure out how to do it properly, I assume that it would be him. Hey, and who knows, maybe I could have the chance to make some money on Twitter myself. That would be cool. Which, by the way, you know, if you're at this point in the video and you're not following my Twitter, go do that. You know, we're so back. I don't want to get sidetracked here, but the truth is, on Twitter, there have been times where I've wanted to say something, but I just know that I can't based on, like, the chance of me getting banned. And I think a lot of people have felt that way, but yeah, just go follow my Twitter. Link is in the description, and I'll put the handle on screen now. So yeah, those are the 3 main decisions that I've seen made by Elon so far, and I have to say that, you know, decisions aside, I've already noticed on Twitter, just by scrolling, that I'm just seeing a lot more, like, based activity than normal, if you get what I'm saying. You know, more people are just kind of just saying stuff that you don't normally see on Twitter. Like, I had seen last night while scrolling, I think 5 or 6 different tweets, all of them just saying there are 2 genders, and all those tweets had like 10,000 likes. Now, regardless of how you feel about that statement, the truth is that people don't normally say stuff like that on Twitter out of fear of them getting banned. And now it seems at least like that fear has been somewhat alleviated by Twitter's acquisition by Elon. Now, part of why I like the fact that people aren't going to be banned as frequently as they were in the past is because in the past, if somebody tweeted out there's only 2 genders and enough people flagged the tweet would just go down for hate speech. Whereas today, I think if somebody tweeted that, the likelihood that they would get their tweet deleted or their account banned is just like a lot lower, which is gonna kind of force the people that disagree with those kind of opinions to actually engage with them and, you know, have a civil discussion about it rather than just, you know, hope that they get banned or try to deplatform them. Also, another thing that I've noticed just from scrolling Twitter last night is a lot of accounts that I follow have actually reported that they've gained a bunch of followers just last night, right? Like just a huge boost in followers or a huge boost in engagement. Now, I have no idea why this could be or what exactly caused this, but I don't think it's a coincidence. I doubt that it's a coincidence, right? Like just instantly a bunch of different accounts gaining a bunch of followers. I don't know. That just seems kind of planned or you know, not coincidental. You know, people that aren't even controversial that may have been like shadow banned and are now not shadow banned. Yeah, even people that aren't that are just gaining followers. Like my friend Optimus, who I had on the channel the other day, he's got around 100,000 Twitter followers, and he just reported that his followers and his engagement have just been through the roof ever since Elon, you know, has been the official owner of Twitter. So I don't know what's going on there. I feel like something is, so that's cool. Now, I don't want to say that Twitter is going to be fully restored back to its glory days because, you know, truthfully, there's no way to tell that that's going to be the case other than with time, but I'm definitely going to try to stay optimistic because when I thought that this deal was going to be canceled, I wasn't very happy with that. I was upset at the news, but it turns out that I was wrong. So, you know, you just got to keep your head up and hope for the best. Now, as for the people that aren't happy about Elon owning Twitter, I'm curious as to why. My first thought is that they probably aren't happy with Trump being back on the platform, or at least, you know, not having his account banned. But even if you aren't happy at that news, you should be happy about the possible improvements that are going to be made by Elon to the platform if you are an avid Twitter user. But yeah, that's kind of where things stand right now. If you guys have enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Comment down toaster if you made it to the end of the video, and I'll try to heart your comment. Big thanks to all my channel members. As always, you guys rock. Follow my social medias and join the Discord server. Links are all down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.